not been talking? Have I not been coming through? Oh no! I've been doing 11 minutes and I didn't even realize that I'm not coming through. Preparation, 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 preparation. I am now coming through. Wow, I forgot to turn on the. Look at that. 11 minutes into a show. Let's find out real quick because this is embarrassing. But we're working on it. This is what we're working on. Let's see. I was uploading it and I forgot to hit play over here. Look at this. Let me see real quick. This is embarrassing. Look at this. Let's see. Let me see real quick. This is embarrassing. Let's go to the beginning. Wow. I don't know. We'll find out. Hello, everybody. I don't think I had to talk for 11 minutes. I can't get that hour back. I'm gonna get the 11 minutes back. I don't know if I came in or not. I noticed that I switched it over, but I forgot to turn the box on. So I noticed it right now when I was talking. I was like, let me check my levels. So we're still working on this job. Apparently, it's okay. This is my job that I'm doing in the morning. So we're talking about. I was talking about routine, and I was talking about. Man, wow! I really did this one. I did this. So it's good to be slower. See, that's what I was saying. I can only do 1 or 2 things a day. So man, today's a big day. Today's a huge day. All right, now I feel like I'm awake. I'm today's my day off from work, and I was doing a live stream with no audio. I hope the audio came in. Hope some audio came in. I can't believe I forgot to turn my mic on. Yeah, so it was an 11-minute video of me just talking. But it's okay. I'll have to edit that out, I think. So today we're doing episode 8, streaming every day till I get a job in my field or I get more subs. Apply myself today so I can be better prepared for a day like tomorrow. The future is now. Let's network. Wednesday, week 2, CJRobles.com, and at CJ Robles 2.0. So yeah, I just ruined this whole episode today. So we're gonna have to like figure out a way. I'm gonna have to go back and see. This is good, but this is a good thing though, because when you find a problem, it's now all right. Remember, prepare it. Boom, boom. Because I got my step. I got my routine. This is what I was talking about, routine. So I was doing like a work. So it's like it's basically what I just did right now. Well, man, I think I saved myself if my audio didn't come through. I think I might have given something away. Anyways, this is basically like I got to work. I'm doing a double or a triple, and you're getting to work and you're gonna be there all day. So you're like, all right, get everything set up. I had everything going, and I forgot to turn the lights on, or I forgot to turn on the open sign. And oh no, that would be like so this would be like forgot to turn the lights on or all the lights on. So like the people see those open signs, but they don't see the lights on. Like, oh, I forgot to turn all the lights on. So now I'm here. Now I'm here. I'm too comfortable for today. So, oh man, I got to get back to what we're doing. All right. Anyways, back to where we're at. Streaming every day till I get my job in my field. Till I get a job in my field and I get more subs. What's my field? Multimedia, graphic design, animation, filmmaking, streaming. We'll see. Podcasting, because that's what I found out. The difference between. I mean, like I was saying, streaming is to digital as podcasting is to analog. Where podcasts you're capturing a moment and streaming you're in the moment. So right now, as I'm in the moment, always got to make sure everything's better prepared. I hope some audio came in. I don't think it did. It didn't come in. So we're gonna have to cut out that first 10 minutes. But we'll see. All right. So we're doing. So what I've been doing now, different than I was doing before, is now I'm doing notes. So I'm keeping notes and keeping track of what I've been doing. So unlike my other shows that are kind of sporadic, kind of like this, I'm trying to keep this one as clean cut as professional as possible. So I'm learning that I'm gonna have to like there's a 3-step check I got to do before I go live, and yeah, I mean I've been up early, and I guess I want to just talk about the last thing I was talking about because this is what I was talking about, and I'm gonna bring it back up because I don't think the audio came through. So as I was looking at this, I started noticing it says, "Don't forget to be the 1%. Prepare yourself for your success." Motivation founder 5 a.m. club. I didn't read the hashtags till right now, and 5 a.m. club. That's I can't believe nobody commented no audio. God. What do you call it? Don't forget. I was looking at that like a 5 a.m. club. Like I wake up early just to kind of better prepare myself for what I want to do. This is what I want to do. I want to be what was I saying? Like my experience would be like doing this is like doing a job and doing it at home and working on it. So I was looking at this like every time I do live stream, as long as I connect the dots and day one, and just keep adding it, day two, day three, and you get to day 100, and you get that glass full. So that's where I'm at right now. Just hopefully all this will add up, and it'll get me somewhere else. It'll take me somewhere else, and we'll see. I was saying that we every day just kind of connecting the chain, and we're pulling it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we're staying together, but every day is a new episode. I knew this was gonna be. This is just it's a busy day for me. Like I'm gonna be in every moment of every hour today. I have to be doing it's something. It's planned out like that. But also, I'm also streaming X-Men '97 after this. So I'm gonna be in the video store after this. Open it up for a little bit and hang out. And I'm gonna watch X-Men '97 because I gotta go boom, 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 and then we gotta get out of here. And then I gotta get ready for tomorrow. Get ready to do tomorrow's episode because today's episode I have to do a podcast with Ty Gwynn. I'm helping him with his podcast. We started a podcast called Wait That Didn't Kill You. It's about a podcast about taking risks and how it helps you like better perform where you're gonna go. What do you call it? So we got that doing. So this is our third consecutive Wednesday meeting up, and he's moving fast. We're not moving fast. We're just moving. So he's like, let's do this, let's do that. So I should have that when I get back. So I have to go. We're having it's my son's birthday week, so we're just doing a bunch of stuff for him. And I got things to do, and I guess we get prepared for the summer. We're gonna have little parties here and there, little get-togethers for friends and family. So I got to get ready for that. Hey, what's up? Dude, it doesn't matter. I messed up. I was so overly confident and cocky and prepared. Well, first of all, thank you for being here. I forgot to hit start on my little interface box here. So the first 11 minutes is just me doing this. So there's no audio. So now I got to go back and figure out how to. It's good because I'm at work right now. This is my job. I was talking about, I was looking at it like as a restaurant. You could show up, like a lunch shift. I worked at the place I worked at forever. They want you by 10. Open the door at 11. People show up by like 11:45 noon. So that's kind of the routine. So and thanks for he said I was gonna be here. Showed up, reliable. Look at that. We could talk about movies still, but and we're gonna talk about whatever. But I go into the restaurant. I was like, all right, first thing I do is coffee because you got to feed the back of the house, and then oh yeah, I like what I said. All right, Kevin. So if I were to do my let me start what I'm gonna say. Because I like what I said. I just we didn't come out. But I was gonna say I like if I were to open the video store up, the hours would be something like I was saying like 10 to 10, and be something like 10 a.m. 10 p.m. And then I was thinking like, well, I'm up early, so maybe like from 8 to 10, shoot a podcast, a live stream, and then have set up for podcasts later in the afternoon, so people would come in and do stuff. But actually have it where I'd come into the store at 10, check on inventories, check on stock, check on sales, check on my employees, check on customers, kind of make sure everything's running well. Once that's checked out, go have lunch with the employees, take care of everybody, and then just chill. And then the customers come in and we talk about movies, there's so many movies out there. There's so many things to talk about, so many topics. So that's my fantasy of my video store that I'm going to bring to life. And that's why I was sharing that graphic of day 1 to day 100. So we're day 8. And I kind of messed up too, because I started like midweek. So technically like week 2 started, but I had started doing streaming until I connected the dots to this. So I'm actually like, I don't know how I got to go back and kind of clear it up a little bit, because I know I started doing this show like on Wednesday, and I was like, I got to do something. I did it on Thursday. So I'm already like 8 days doing it, but I don't know. I don't know. I got to go back. I got to pay attention. But what do you call it? I've been streaming, so I had already started streaming. I just gave it a name. I'm officially gave it a name. But yeah, so basically I'm taking notes and moving up back in what we did the other day. So I still need to reach out to the View Askew alums and the RST. So this is kind of like a checklist for me too. And then, like I said, bringing My Manic Movies home video store to life one step at a time. So today I'm going to put, right after this, we're going to go streaming into Disney Plus, and we're going to watch X-Men '97, and I'm going to kind of you're going to get my reaction out of it. Yeah, kind of, you got to put a stake in the ground to know where the target's at, or give people, don't know where you're at. And then I've been working on it, because like even here it goes, Sundays will be set up for the week. Saturdays will be a free day, so we'll figure out. Saturdays always going to be, where do I figure out the best time, or if I have downtime or whatnot. I'm sorry, I have to grind a lot more now. But it's also like, my son is older, and I took in those first 6 years. I would consider 7 years because the pregnancy is like almost a year. It's a whole thing. It's its own chapter along of life and on its own. But looking at time, it's like I wanted to spend as much time with him as possible to better prepare him to just be with him, to have time with your child. But now as he's getting older, he's man, he this morning he's like, I'm gone, and he just like booked it, and I was like, take him to school. I was like, well, you need me to get you there, but he was like ready, and it's just like he's excited. I was interviewing him the other day, and I was like, what do you really like school? And he was like, yeah, I love school. I love going to school. I love this. So he's, in my brain, in my little brain, I thought by the time your kid, like, you're gonna have to be hands on for many years, and by the time they're 10, 11, 12, then they're high school, junior high, their friends will come in, because that's what I kind of happened to me. But at the same time, I wasn't as popular as I was. I think I got the most popular because I was related to everybody. I related to everybody in my hometown, so I think I kind of knew everybody. But that being said, like, he's kind of like popular now. Like, I'm not saying popular, but I'm saying like he's kind of already getting like friends to hang out and stuff and do things, and it's a very very young age. So I'm like, oh, they start earlier than 11 to 10. It starts like kindergarten when it starts daycare when it starts young. So I know he is who he is. And if he needs advice, if he needs me there, I'm here for him. But for the most part, I would like to work from home, do this, get my backers for my video store so we can run it 24/7. Actually have employees and whatnot, but that's going to take a minute. So we're going to work on what we can do now. We're focusing on the now. But I'm going to start using a lot of the stuff. See, when I have downtime, like on Wednesday, but Wednesdays got filled up already because Wednesday was my only day that I had off. So I might, like, Thursday nights are like a prime night for me to like be in the store from like 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, like hang out, just watch a movie, see who wants to like talk or whatever, see what's out there, spit some ideas out. I like doing that. That's what I like doing. Oh, we got another. You're the popular dad because you're a good dad. Thanks. Thank you. I'm also part of the PTA now, so it's like, oh wow. But yeah, no, I think it's important. I mean, now, like, he's still my property, so if he breaks something or does something, I'm still accountable. But now I'm more like, all right, cool. Like, the other day, I've been trying to write a joke about this, but he shared a story with you. The other day, I was I was editing or something, and him and his mom went for a walk, and it got dark. So I was like, I was done, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go find them. So I went out in the neighborhood, went looking for them, and I couldn't find them. So I just kind of like parked myself like in this little nook we have. It's not even a nook. It's in the open. They didn't see me, so they're on one side of the street. I was on the other, and I had my Spurs jersey on, and I had the hoodie on, just like, because it was a rainy day. So I just was waiting, and I was like, man, I kind of look like a creeper. So I saw them. I was like, well, my son was running in front of his mom. As he was running, he passed me and didn't see me, and then I saw his mom, and I took my hoodie off so she could see it's me, and she goes, "Oh, it's you! Wow!" She's like, "Oh, you came out of nowhere." I was like, "Yeah, y'all didn't see me. I was on the other side." So it's getting dark. So then I turned around, and he starts running, and he looks at me, and he can't tell it's me because it's dark. I start like walking to him, kind of like goofy, and he just goes, "Oh no!" Ah! And he just books it and starts running. He runs straight home, and I start chasing him. Like, I get him, I'm quicker than him, but just that having that instinct of, like, he didn't question it. He was like, I know where my house is. I gotta go. So that built confidence in me to be like, all right, cool. He's at least that aware. But it's terrifying being a parent. It's scary. If you want to lose sleep, become a parent. You'll never sleep again. Nightmare on Elm Street. Because yeah, but this is what I'm looking. I mean, I apply for jobs. I get rejected all the time, and so we're working on what I'm calling now my resume builder. So that's my CJRobles.com. That's my website. So I did, like, just the other day we went through it, and I realized, oh, I have all my Jason David Frank stuff. I have it in there, but it's on the page 2. I need to have that up at the front so people know that, hey, this is that guy. Because you have to click in my stuff if you're going to figure it out. But not to say that I need to get attention from that, just to saying that I have something valuable there and it's hard to get to. I thought I had it on the first page, but but I do need to take a tutorial, though. I got Weebly because when I graduated college and with motion graphics, like in your final class, your portfolio class, they like make you get a domain under your name. So I just did my name. It's my name. It's like the only one really. I'm pretty sure there's other people with the last name as I have with the same initials, but I'm this guy. And so, or at least the 2.0. I'm the 2.0 version. I'm not the original, but I'm not the one down the line. I'm somewhere in there. I'm not the upgrade. I'm an upgrade, but there's more. There's clearly an upgrade. But what I'm trying to say is working on that, working on yourself, finding the time. So I'm doing a lot more like, all right, keep myself busy. Like even like yesterday, like there was just a time where I interviewed my son for like 30 minutes and it was just me on the phone and him just talking, hanging out. Cause I was like, he's only gonna be this little for a little bit. So I don't always want to get video because it takes up a lot of memory, but audio is always as fun. So I've been messing with audio for like the last 10 years and it's led me here. So little things like that, because I don't need to see everything if I have a photo, but if I could just hear you, and I hear your voice, because because the other day he did go like he goes, hey dad, hey dad, hey dad. I was like, what is that? Who is this guy? And not to I have whenever you ever meet me, you'll notice I have big hands and big feet, so big and I have big head, so like I have big body parts, and it's crazy seeing your kid like kid's foot, kid's foot's like that, and I'm like, oh my god, I got my feet, and in his hand he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I got my hands. So it's like it's funny. It's a cool little metamorphosis to see. So as I'm seeing him grow, I need to make sure I'm growing. I'm making sure I'm doing what I need to do. So I'm making sure I'm not making mess ups now. So, by the time this is day 8, by the time I get day 48, by the time I get day 68, by the time I get to 88, 108, whatever it takes, I get there. I have to make sure I have everything running smoothly. So when I get there, boom, 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 and that's my fault. So now I have to put it in my prep. So I could actually get a but we could write it down because this is easy because that's blunder's gonna bother me. 11 minutes in, really. The only reason I looked down and I was talking. I didn't see the gauges, and I was like, oh no, it's not gauging, bro. But yeah, 32 minutes left. Got 28 minutes left. I mean, 32 minutes in, 28 minutes left to the show. So what did I want to talk? Oh yeah, because also today, also like things I do outside of work and family and like doing streaming now, podcasting and video editing, and because I do have I do. Oh, let's talk about it before I forget. We do have a show coming up. Let's see. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I actually got to text somebody too as well. I do have to send a text before I start the Exped 97. Let's see where we at. Here we go. Oh, and I turned this thing in late too. I have to get on it. Here we go. So start promoting some stuff I'm doing because I do stay busy. So at the theater, I put my name on it. CJ Robles presents Electrónico Fantástico Spanglish en Español, or en vivo. Sorry, en vivo. A video sketch stand-up improv. Friday, May 24th, 7 p.m. Tickets at Fallout Comedy ATX, or you can go to falloutcomedy.com. So this is a theater I work at. We're in tech booth, so now I'm doing shows. I need to promote this show. I need to get some tickets sold, and we're gonna have fun. I am from the Latin American community, so I'm very Hispanic. I just whatever. I communicate through all languages if I can, but yeah, this is kind of I'm trying to figure this thing out too, because I like this. This kind of gets it works on my movie muscles. So like where you need to have like stamina, you need to have creativity, you need to have endurance. You have to make a movie. Like this is kind of all that in one. So I got a new show. I got my show coming back. This is the one I did for my birthday, and now I'm bringing it back again. And I want to do this regularly, monthly, at the theater. And I want to I'm very proud to be Hispanic. So, but I don't walk around like a stereotype. So, this it's always been part of me. I grew up on the border, so I grew up on both sides of Mexico and Texas. So I find humor in both things, and I want to kind of share it with other people and other like-minded people. So I did spend a couple days recruiting. Oh no, the kid's here. The bigger kid. I don't think you can see me. My brother. The bigger kid. Sorry, I thought he was gonna come in here. He's getting ready for work. He's taking off already. I think he's gonna text me, watch. He's on his phone. This big old kiddo. Anyways, yeah, they grow fast. My brother, that's 22 now, I've been here with him around him all his life. I watching him grow up and watching how fast we as people we just bloop 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 bloop. I just realized I was like, dude, these things go. So they need you in the beginning, and they need you always, but very nurturing in the beginning. So I have a window right here. I don't think you can see me, but I can see him. Anyways, I do stuff like that. I like to show my brother, take him to the theater, give him exposure to things. I want him here in Austin, just because there's like beyond this little box if you're just living in here. There's other things to do, but when you combine them both, you can see a lot of cool things. But also, Austin's in a different time of its life. It's in a growing stage. It's something new, and I've been here 20 years. I'm cool with whatever now. Um, it's cool with me, but that feels like people are just coming over here, taking over, and trying to do whatever they want. So it's like, all right, well, I'm not cool with that. So let me put my foot down. At the same time, I'm a nobody. So trying to just show my brother, as a nobody, you can do things. You can still enjoy what you want to do what you need to do, and doing a streaming show to get a new job, because it's in the I don't know if I'm doing it right or wrong, but at the same time, I'm also doing shows at the theater. At the same time, I'm going to conventions and learning to grow my network and learn how to get better. And at the same time, I'm still doing a podcast with a good friend of mine. We haven't done it. I'm gonna keep doing this till we do it. So maybe Sunday we'll get to it. And then The Geek and Me, I gotta watch it. This is a great show, great writing. So I'll do a streaming show. So it's all coming back together. And then look, we can even joke around about Wanda and Shanae and putting them in a animated fan film of what it's like to be Wanda and Shanae in the modern time. Stuff like that. And that's my work makes me constantly feel like I'm in the running, man. So, this is the old flyer I had. Electronico Fantastico, Fallout Theater, show within the show. But I had to change it because it doesn't, the Electronico Fantastico doesn't really sell it as what it is. It doesn't really help it when I say Spanglish, like, oh, it's a Spanish show. My ladies. Oh, the X-Men? Oh, no, your ladies. These ladies. There you go. My ladies. Oh, man. That's what Wanda. My mom used to make me do the Wanda when I was younger. I look at my Wanda. My mom is a love with my. I know that's funny. My mom and I used to watch Living Color all the time, and she would laugh. She liked Jim Carrey. She liked was that who she liked? She liked Jamie Foxx. She liked Jim Carrey. But from the first season, I think it was just James Carrey. She liked him. I want to say who else. I'm trying to think of the sketch she would laugh the hardest at. I think just really him. But I know she liked Tommy Davidson, Jamie Foxx. I was a David Allen Greer fan. I really liked him a lot. Who else? I forget. Who should tell me? But which is pretty cool. Which talking about In Living Color is like In Living Color. It's a Keenan Ivory Wayans production. So he made this show, the sketch comedy show, and he put it on Fox. And it's great. It was funny. It was awesome. I like the way they ran it. Like I learned basically. I'm doing what he's doing, figuring it out, right? But the cool thing is with In Living Color, they have if you know anything about the Wayans, there's like 9 of them. Let's find out. I don't know. Let's find out how many Wayans brothers are there. How many Wayans siblings are there? And let's find out real quick. How many Wayans siblings are there? Let's see. 10 siblings, 5 brothers, 5 sisters. So they got a good 5-on-5, 5v5, or a good solid squad of 10. So you got bench players as well. Together, the siblings have managed to build a comedic empire and have revolutionized the world of entertainment as we know it. The family of 10 siblings, 5 brothers, and 5 sisters was born to Elvira Wayans, a homemaker and social worker, and Hal Wayans, a supermarket manager. Give a tap up to the homemakers, supermarket managers, and the social workers. Social workers, that field, I have to say, is rough in the sense that like you have to be educated you have to be overeducated. You have to be and this is because I dated a lot of social workers. You have to be very compassionate, and you have to be able to be stern. It's like very hard emotions and mind thinking to do. And but man, like it comes with a lot of love and it's called payout, but they don't get paid enough. And it's just like, oh my god, like you have like a master's or PhD and you're only making 36,000. I'm like, I don't know. I think social work is actually the heart of a business. I think you need not HR. I think an actual like people that care for people kind of thing, because we're all in the same boat. We've all seen movies. We've all been in falling down situations. We just don't all go Michael Douglas on that like he did in that movie, but we have things we can do that we can show and do other things. But social workers always tip my hat off to them. And that's like I said, I did a lot. I was like, I don't know how I felt. They're caring. They saw me a broken guy and they're like, oh, I gotta care for this guy. But I do think social workers are good, are essential, and they're shouldn't be messed with. Just leave them alone. That being said, like the Wayans, keep in mind Wayans, I don't even know he's the number one, but he's one of the older brothers. And then you have Damon Wayans, his stand up for sure, and then you have the Sean and Marlon. There's Kim Wayans. There's has a few more that I don't know if that weren't on the show, but when the season first started, they had Keenan was like the host and the producer and writer and everything. And then he had his brother Damon doing characters, and then Sean and Marlon were too young, I guess. They were barely like getting into high school. But then Keenan gave Sean the DJ position there at the job, like the tech kind of stuff. So Sean was that. So it's DJ Twist, I believe, or DJ Sway. Was it DJ Twist? I think. Let's find out. Now I got to make sure I do it right. I looked this up like not too long ago, and I messed up. Sean Wayans, DJ S. Oh yeah, SW1. So Sean Wayans one, I guess. SW1. So that's why if you ever hear me say anything from the shows on my social media, I'm CJ, and basically I'm the tech booth. So I think that's cool. I'm seeing like where I'm doing the hosting part now. I'm doing the show running, and then I'm seeing. Well, you also got to do the marketing. Like I had to do this thing yesterday. I completely forgot. It slipped my mind, and then I got a reminder. Oh, the day I go. Oh, I got to do that today, and then I got a reminder. So this is good for me to also get. This show is going to be good for me to stay on point for daily things, daily tasks, because I'm getting treated like a Monday through Friday, and then for Saturday and Sunday, kind of thing. Because I honestly think I could stream for like 2-3 hours a day. 4 hours wouldn't be hard, but I think you'd have to build the stamina for that. You have to sit down, be in front of the lights, be in front of the computer. I don't know, depending how much I have to make eye contact or whatever. But like I try to move everything as far away as possible. But you want to have good production, you want to have good lighting, you want to have good everything. Man, I shaved yesterday. I got a new razor blade. I don't care if the razor. I do the Gillette Mach 3. I spent $20. I think it's worth it. I think the quality is good. It gets really in there, a good clean shave. But well, that being said, let's get ready to keep moving. So the video store concept, we're going to keep feeding in. I do, and like I said, today's a busy day. I do have the AGBL draft. I'm a 2-time champion, MVP, and a coach of the season. It's my recreational basketball league I play in. It's a Austin Gay basketball league. I'm not gay. My brothers are, or my brother is. My brother is, and I grew up in the gay community, so I've always spent time with people. So 10 years ago, I found this league through friends, and I've been in it ever since. And I enjoy it. But today we have our draft, and the draft is what do you call it? It's a big key, crucial thing of how you're gonna win, because you got to have the right players, and you got to know how to play with who's available. We have more signups now than we did last season. And last season, my plantar fasciitis acted up, so I basically broke my foot. And I didn't get to play only got to play 4 games out of the possible 8, and only half of them. But I coached, and and the only game we lost, we should have got an 8-0. And the only game we lost was by a buzzer beater, and it was right in front. I fell for the fake. I was like, they're gonna go with Arby, but this is gonna be available. But there's our big man's here, so he'll pick up him, and that's gonna be a difficult shot, and I'll pick up her. And he made the shot. But by the way, there was still 7 seconds on the clock. I got the ball, or sorry, they went from 7 to 4. 4 seconds. I got the ball. I was gonna shoot a full court shot, and I got fouled in the shot, but they didn't call it. I got it on. I got it on tape. Not playing. I don't want to lose my tape recording privileges. But I'm just saying, like, it was fun. Like, we lost, so it's 7-1, right? This season, I'm kind of like doing more of this. So I have to train. I got to wake up and run and jog and work out, and that's what keeps me kind of like more motivated to do all this stuff. So that's sort of like my health is gonna start coming in, my health knowledge. So like I do like reading about nutrition. I don't really do trends or fabs. I just keep it simple. Eat clean, eat lean. Try to do too many like sauces or creams. That all kind of rhymes in between. Now we're doing a live stream. I've been hanging out with Ty Gwyn too long. Now I'm trying to write my own song. Good guy's a rapper. Pflugerville's best. So you got to watch out. You don't want to put him to the test. See, when you hang out with certain people, it triggers the brain a little bit. I'm not a rapper. I write poetry and stuff, but I haven't written poems in a minute. I wrote Tuesday's show still in the thing. But we'll talk about Wednesday. So Wednesday shoot today. I got to show up a little bit early, and I'm in Austin. He's in Pflugerville, so it's about an hour drive. And I got to go do that, and I got to go back down to the. I think it's gonna work out for the draft where I'm gonna show up maybe either on time or a little bit late. So I got to go do that, and we got things to do tonight. So I might just might have my brother do the draft for me if I can. Too many things, I don't even care about the season really. Like that's my least thing to be worried about. But there's an opportunity for me to actually do it, but it's okay. Like I'll take whatever I can. They could do Zoom calls as well, but I'm gonna be on the road. I don't want to Zoom and drive. I don't do that. I don't text and drive. That's another thing. If you call me or text me and I can't get to my phone, you'll get to you later. And if I forget. I do that, but I don't like texting and driving. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, I think the fact that I lost momentum in this show because the first 10, 11 minutes weren't audio, so I'm just here. And then I felt like I had a good setup. So now it's like doing stand up, and I don't have a mic. And they said still do your set, so the people like in the front row can hear me, but the people in the back row can't. So then it's like, all right, so you hear a little bit of laughs, you hear no laughs, you hear more people talking in the back. And then all of a sudden, 10 minutes in, they bring you a mic. Like, here you are, and you're like, okay, let's do it all over again. It's like, oh man. Now that hasn't happened to me, but that's probably gonna happen to me. I've actually, as a tech, when I was learning, I actually forgot to put the mic up once or twice for stand-up because I forget, hey, this next show, come on. And sometimes you talk or sometimes you're in it and you forget, or just in the booth and you forget. And then they're like, hey, where's the mic? And you're like, run out there right before, and you're like, oh, I forgot the mic. So I'll take it out there and get it going. But, you learn from that. Same thing from here. Same mistakes. But be better prepared. If this were to happen on day 48 with a guest or something, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. So you work on it now. We work on our blunders now. I want to see when I'm at day 60 because I know I'm still gonna be doing this same thing 60 days from now. My current job, I could last it for a minute. It's the downtime right now. We only have like 4th of July left, really, and then it's in the fall football season, like UT, like the first game is gonna be big, the first home game, and then after that, it kind of just waits till October, November, December, O&D, and that's what you don't want to be in. That's where I'm gonna break my foot again. So I don't want to do that. So that's the goal, right? Got some time, so let's keep working on it. But not begging, not complaining. Just there's an awareness here. So this is why I started doing all the notes and understanding where I have to keep going and look back and spend time on this. So the rule of thumb for editing is for every 1 hour you shoot, you're going to spend 2 hours editing. So if it's shooting for 1 hour, I want to at least put in 2 hours of editing. But like I'm not editing now, or I'm going to doing anything, or maybe clips or something. But I want to edit the show so it runs smoother, runs easier, and that way I spend less time actually focusing on the show, and I'm actually focusing on what I'm trying to get out. So it's kind of like I'm giving this the 2 weeks. I've been, like I said, I've been working for a long time. I'm giving this the 2 weeks blunders. When you first get into a job, your first 2 weeks, you're figuring it out. You got to understand how it goes. So it's okay to mess up here and there. It's still kind of on the company's time a little bit. But then after 2 weeks, I feel like, all right, there can still be new things, but we're kind of balanced. All right, we can kind of walk on our own. So then by the end of the month, you're already like, all right, cool. There's probably something I haven't seen, but I've seen a little bit of the regular, I've seen a little bit of the average. So we're going to go do that. So we're going to go through there. And by the third month, you got it down. So my goal here in third month, we got it down. But by the way, where's my book at? I forgot. We gotta mark this thing out because we got a show we're doing right now. And what did I do with it? What did I do with you? Here it is. Okay. So see, this is what I'm trying to say. I know this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. So this is probably my 8th consecutive day that I've done this. I've done this show, but I know I was streaming more than that. Oh, whatever. But we started on a Wednesday, so because it feels all right. So from now on, every week will change. Will be here. This will be a week. I think I can go back and change the thumbnails, but every week will change here. I mean, like say I don't have to go back and change it. We're gonna keep it here. This is where we make. This is where we learn. We made mistakes. And we're gonna fix it. You're just having to see me in real time. That's another thing. You start meeting YouTubers and people, and you try to figure out how they get where they got there, and then they have no like real broken evidence. They just talk like, oh, just one day got out, and it's like, no, kind of how did you actually get there? I'm doing that thing. It's gonna take me longer. Maybe should focus more on this, focus more on that. But I'm literally trying to get a job in my field, which is can be in multimedia. I even say journalism. I'll say writing. That's one thing. So that's why. Oh, that's what I had broke down. See, good. So writing is going to be a lot of my my bread and butter here. So for the next week, I can bring back. So like on Monday's show, I have I got stuff too. I got to show up. That's like my deadline for that. So then Tuesday, I'm basically preparing for the Wednesday podcast. Wednesday's here. It's the podcast day, so I have to make sure I'm on it. Thursday, I want to do. I think I gotta write jokes also into here, so I wonder how that's gonna work out. Every day I need to be writing jokes. I don't need to be posting about it. I don't need to be talking about it. But that's another thing I gotta wedge in there. You as a stand up, if you want to be a stand up comedian, you got to write jokes every day. You can't let that slide. So then we know that. So we know we're gonna look. Let's add that. Let's add that to what we got to do to writing. You know. So we got to check in on. I'll write it here at the bottom. Have to write jokes. That way you'll better be prepared as a writer. Filmmaker, you can pick that up, and animation is better in the sense that you can like wait. The animations like they don't age unless you age them. They don't grow unless you grow them. You know, people get older. People go from a child to like an adult, and then they look different, sound different. So if you have a character, a person that's like, oh man, I would love for you to play this role, and all of a sudden they lose 300 pounds or whatever, and you're like, oh well, the role's meant for a for the X-Men, the Blob, but we'll artificially make you or whatever, So it's like it's just I don't know. I'm sorry going there. I was just thinking of something off the top of my head, but something like that, or like, oh, I wanted to whatever. Oh, you don't look like that. You got tan. You cut your hair. You something like that happens. I don't know why I went there, but you get tanned a lot. A lot of actors get burnt, and from day to day, that's happened to me too. I've gotten darker. I've gotten darker from like a shoot from like Thursday, Friday to Sunday, like because I was lighter on Thursday, but by the time I got to Sunday, I was like way darker. So I was like, oh, I learned I was like, I gotta get my scenes all in like one day, because a lot of people do. A lot of people come back will be like red or burnt to the face. Or I remember seeing actors on certain movie sets that flew into Texas, never been here, and they would like by day 3 they would have like a scarf on their neck and all this like lotion. They're like, man, I'm all red now. I'm all burnt. And I'd be like, oh man, like it's gonna come out on camera, Because sunburn is like a 3rd-degree burn. I was in Friday Night Lights, and we did the TV show, and we did a what do you call it, pool scene. And I was in this pool for like 16 hours, and God, I was glowing. But by the next day, I had got a sunburn, and I had never got a sunburn before. Went to the doctor, and they're like, yeah, it's like a 3rd-degree burn. You literally burned your skin off. I was just melting. I was like, ah. But yeah. So we got 10 minutes left of the show. Can't make up for the 10 minutes of loss. This is literally trying to stay within the 1 hour time we're saying, so people know that, hey, I'm doing a 1 hour show in the morning. I'm talking about progress, talking about how I'm showing how I can be in my field, working on things. Another thing is really this is helping me out, work on my routine, work on my stuff, work on what I want to get going to. So let's see. So I do have the show I'm doing right now for the X-Men 97. Like I said, working out kinks, working out things. If I'm messing up here, I can mess up somewhere else. So I want to make sure when I mess up, I'm better at it. And it happens. Did a live stream with nobody can hear me. But I do now have, we're still going consecutively days with our calendar. So at least we know we're day 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Episode 8. So we're just gonna keep going. So now we know that the beginning of the week starts on Wednesday. I gotta start applying for jobs too. But let's give ourselves a deadline. Let's say by this time next week. We have let's see, website updated. Let's see. We can do. All right, we'll see. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm actually gonna get off in less than that because I got 5 minutes to do the show, but I gotta prepare and get ready to text and stuff. I mean, I gotta send a text out real quick, and it's important. So probably end up a little late earlier, but yeah, I like this. I like this. I mean, this is look how ugly this looks. Look, this is what I'm using to just get where I need to get, where I need to go, and we'll be working on this. We got thumbnails. I got to show what I've been doing for the week. There we go. So not only do I have the show update, I got to show and tell. What did we do? What have we gone? So I got to organize them more in segments. Work on segments. Who's texting calling? What's going on here? Oh, it's my brother. He's just texting me. Anyways, so we're doing the show. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to talk about, but I'm learning. So we're gonna work on segments. We're gonna work on website update and show and tell. Let's talk about flyers and podcasts, shows, streaming, movies. Yeah, see, I'm giving myself what I'm learning also too. I'm giving myself like, oh man, you do have a lot of ideas. You've done a lot of things. So we're gonna pick an avenue. We're gonna make sure we take what we can, and we're gonna go this way. This is what I'm learning about myself. I've been slowly documenting myself, my ideas and my theories and whatnot, and now I'm ready to move on into the world because I do need to cut the grass too. So we gotta do this X-Men thing. I'm gonna give myself a little bit more time. I'm gonna get off in a minute and 90 seconds because I gotta get this place colder. It's getting warmer again. My AC is kind of loud and I don't want it to disrupt my audio. So I gotta give my guy a little name and some personality. But we're still doing the show. We're still gonna keep going forward. Learning with technical difficulties is gonna be fun. But now we got a routine, and we're gonna show our routine and show what we had done. But I've used prior experience, so it's just like, probably could have made more money that day at the restaurant if I would have had the lights on. But people didn't know till we're open for a minute. So say I had it for an hour like that at the restaurant. For the first hour, the people didn't know where we're at. Then I turned on. Then people started coming in. And then that's when people started going, "Oh, I didn't know you were open. I thought you were closed. I couldn't tell." I was like, "Oh man." Or someone calls. See, if somebody would said, "Hey, no audio," it would have been like someone called and be like, "Hey, are you all open?" But we got to go. I'm gonna go to the video store. I'm gonna go run a quick little errand, then head to the video store, see y'all there, and then we'll get going with the live streaming of X-Men '97. So I'm only doing this because it's only 2 more episodes, and somebody mentioned it in one of the groups, and I was like, sure, if you want to watch, if you can find me, because they're not gonna let me let you know where I'm at. But if you want to find me, you want to look for me, and you want to watch with me. So I'm going to the closing up shop here, and this and this job at episode 8 of streaming every day till I get a job in my field or I get my more subs. Applying myself today so I can be better prepared for a day like tomorrow. The future is now. Let's network. So yeah, 55 minutes. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. My work days. This is gonna be like I said. This is a chill day. My work days show's gonna be a lot faster because I gotta go boom, 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 boom. But this day is also a work day now, so I just gotta go boom, 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 boom. So yeah, because I gotta go eat. We're gonna go eat lunch in a little bit, so I gotta get ready. But all right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow or in a little bit, whatever you like. Peace.